And I don't know. Hi, everyone. I'm still sort of trying to get organised here, which is me. I like doing things by the seat of my pants, obviously. I'm just adjusting that a little bit. I thought I had it right. Hi, Leanne. How are you?
Hey, Ross, I'm good, thank you. And you? You have to excuse no makeup, no lighting today.
Yeah. Oh, lighting. Hang on. I will put that on. Lucky you haven't got a cleavage to look down now as the camera zooms up close. I've
Mine's
done that before, sorry.
My lighting's unplugged and I wasn't getting under the table this morning to plug it in. So we used it on the weekend for something else. So
Yeah, I understand that. Getting on the knees on the under tables is old news. That's why I was extremely thankful when they started to bring in all the Wi-Fi stuff. I'm hoping my glasses aren't glaring now. I just noticed there was a bit of a reflection there. So, and the wonderful things about technology again. So much change.
Oh, yeah, and it continues.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, we're in a Codebreaker group that is going through, Adair does take us through some steps of new things and revising old things to bring it up to new things because there's always so much change. One of the things I noticed yesterday, I was just sitting here as I normally do in front of the computer a lot. And lo and behold, there's the notification for Adair. She's gone live. And what she discovered was a Snapchat camera application thing that can work in with BeLive. I haven't followed it up this morning, but you know how your Snapchat thing does all those effects and filters and stuff, the fun stuff for those that like that sort of fun stuff. I've had a go at it, and I was watching Adair going through some of the filters and the rest, and I thought, yeah, that's good fun for a time, but probably isn't going to be something that I'll chase up too eagerly.
Yeah.
I suppose because it has the context, it's fun in context. So that was a new one, and other new ones I'm discovering.
We can use the filters, not have to put our makeup on.
Well, that's the thing. I made a comment that really the only thing it's useful for is getting rid of the wrinkles.
And the bright eyes, give me the bright eyes and the red cheeks.
Oh, yes, it does. I mean, there are some fun ones that look quite cute and the rest, and some ugly ones, but they're meant to be. That's how they're designed. Halloween and all that stuff that's just passed.
Yeah.
So we can definitely have fun with technology, and but there's always... Well, there is purpose behind using it with so many different ways that we can now, especially this, like we're doing as far as a live video stream, and the many different ways that we can do it. I'm still trying to explore. I am still exploring other avenues of being able to get out there as far as, there's so much interesting stuff to share that live streaming is absolutely perfect for, especially the types of things that we do with the readings and exploring spiritual avenues and things, as far as even just for me. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I like bobbin lace making, and I haven't found too many online courses or things like that for it. And you sort of think, well, there's another avenue. There's ways to be able to teach stuff when you're using live streaming and recording the videos, and so much opportunity, and anybody can do it, which is good.
Yeah.
So I love it.
I do too. It opens up so many more things. I've just got a few people commenting on my page, on the cross post. So I just want to say hi to Vanessa, Carly, Danny, Lee. Lee would like to know if we have the numbers for the Melbourne Cup. The winning numbers for today for the Melbourne Cup.
I don't do the Melbourne Cup. I'm going to leave that one open to you, Leanne. But I can see 2 numbers already, and I have no idea if they're anything. But I like 3, so it's always going to be 3 in there somewhere, and 22 for some reason, whatever that one is. So I've got no idea.
Interesting. Well, I got the chance here about a month ago to actually hold the Melbourne Cup when it was here in Mount Barker. We went to a Melbourne Cup luncheon, my husband and I, and we put up a photo. I put up a photo on Facebook on my psychic page of me holding the cup, and while I was holding it, I was given the number 23. So I'm sticking with the number 23. Now, I'm not sure if I'm drawn to the number 23 or the barrier 23. I'm thinking I'm going to put $5 on each one of those horses. So I know barrier number 23 is the favourite horse, Yankatinga, I think it's called, which I think off the top of my head is horse number 11, which is a spiritual number anyway. So I'm going to put $5. I'm going to send my husband to put $5 on barrier 3, Yankatinga, for me, and horse 23, which is low in weight as well. So, but my oldest daughter that says she's not psychic, that I don't agree with her, was also very much drawn to horse number 23. So, honey, I'm going with the number 23. And I think the other one is 11, the favourite Yankatinga in barrier 23. So they are the ones that I'm drawn to. I haven't looked at the rest of the field.
And as you're saying all that stuff, it's just so totally going over my head because I don't know the racing much.
No.
I can remember last year when Mum was still here with us, we were sitting, and I've never watched horses. I've never really sat and watched the racing, even the ones that lead up to it, like Caulfield Cup and stuff like that. But Mum was interested, so we're sitting there talking about the horses. I'm just saying, oh, that's a pretty horse. That's a nice colour. And that's about my expertise. And she was quite enjoying it. So I will be probably maybe watching it just with Mum's memory in my mind as to that enjoyable session last year.
Well, I think I'll be out on the road, so I won't see it. I might get to hear it on the radio, but I'm sure my husband will tell me about it. My husband's family is very much into the races and the Saturday betting when we were dating. And so I got to know a little bit about it. We used to have a weekly syndicate, and when it came to my turn my week to pick, I had this thing, if I spent any more than 5 minutes picking the horses, I did no good. I didn't do very good, I should say. So I would glance over them. I wouldn't look at their history or anything like that. I would just go, that number, put this, and this on it. That was my pick for the week. So when I did that, I seemed to do quite well. So I'm not going to take the time to look at it. I'm just, I got told 23 when I was holding the cup. So I'm going with both. Gate 23, barrier 23, and horse number 23.
Yeah. And I totally forgot it was the cup today. Yes, Tuesday the 6th of November, Melbourne Cup Day.
Yeah. That's it. I just got Amanda Jacinta Therese, I think it is, Therese, sorry, honey, saying hello as well. And we do have some questions coming in through my page. Hey, Beryl.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I did the linking the wrong way around. Bugger. But that's what happens.
Yeah. Well, these are on my page, so we wouldn't have seen them through the Be Live thing either.
Yeah. I wonder how, there was a system, it still is, Hangouts on Air, which is through the YouTube avenue now, which is what I first learnt doing live streaming with, was Hangouts on Air, a Google product. It had the option of bringing in other live streams so you could see them all in your chat line live with the video as you were presenting, and those who were in the actual film strip could see all of that as well, and show them on the screen. That's not available anymore. So as far as that chat line goes, so the YouTube way of doing it doesn't bring other sources in, which is a shame. Well, not that I've found. Going to do some exploring on that, but you go for it and answering the questions and going through those, since that's where we're at. Yeah,
I'll read them out. Obviously they are moving a bit quick on my screen here, on my second screen, so you have to apologize. I apologize for looking sideways, but Belle's caught my attention. She says, hi ladies, putting positive vibes out there, but wondering if you have any if I'll have a baby in the near future. I got yes to that, honey, straight away.
Yeah.
Okay, I do feel like I've got pregnancy next year. You'll have to excuse my family in the kitchen making all the noise again.
It happens. we do live real lives.
Oh, exactly. They've been quiet all morning until we go live.
Yes.
And now they're having a conversation just on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, it's like toddlers when you get to lift up the phone. Oh, the older days where you had the phones that you actually had to lift up from a handle.
Yeah.
Everything would be quiet until you went to go and phone someone. Yeah, exactly.
That's it. So, yeah. So, yes, Bill, we have yes for you, honey. Let me just open up all the comments so I can see them.
I'm actually getting April or 4 for hers too. That just seems to be a number that's flashing there. So,
yeah. Oh, my screen's decided to freeze.
Yeah, I'm feeling that's probably when the confirmation is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, technology, it's wonderful. We're here.
It is, isn't it? Michelle says, hello, ladies. G'day, ladies. Hey, honey, I hope you're feeling much better as well. And Danny says, do you see? I'm not sure what Danny means by that. Do you see? I see spirit, if that's what you mean, honey, in the shapes.
Or she means specifically the clairvoyance as far as that sort of visual.
Yeah, I call on a lot of my senses.
I have to say I just allow it to happen. I don't specify.
Yeah. I can't seem to open up all my comments, so it's just going to be the ones that I can quickly grab that are coming over.
Totally trusting you in this since I mucked up.
Again. Goodness. Jacinta says, hi, ladies. Can you see anything in the future for my marriage?
I'm getting happy feelings. It still feels to me like I am seeing more an ocean vista across clifftop type, with the archway, whether that's actually the sort of scene that you were married in was not so much arch. It still feels like there's a good energy there. The forward of good things happening.
Yeah, so you feel positive energy coming in around the marriage?
I'm feeling that, yeah. It's a large vista. It really is blue skies.
Yeah, and I get the feeling she just needs to be patient, allow that energy to move, and things will flow, as Ros says. I'm just sitting here tapping my toe thinking, just being patient. Just let this energy move. And sort of thing. So whether you've been feeling a little bit unsettled lately, and say feeling this energy will move, and I see those, like Ros says, those clear skies, the happiness there as well, honey. So all the best with that.
Yeah, it almost feels like an open arms welcoming that opportunity, the blue skies, whatever is forward for you. Yeah.
Perfect. Gloria says, will my sister Sonia fall pregnant soon? Yes.
Getting a yes.
I feel like I'm looking maybe around December with that, honey. And then we've got Penny saying, will our wedding go well?
Yes.
Yes. I got yes with that as well. Mandy, hi ladies, just wondering if my operation will be successful and will I end up having custody of my grandbaby? Thanks so much. Yes on operation, but I do feel recovery will be a little bit slower than it's expected.
Yeah, I had a hesitation with that one. It wasn't a definite no, as in it's going to go horrid. I feel there is a duty of self-care, so do look after yourself after.
And that's the thing. And that's probably going to be. Sorry, hum.
Probably just does she react to anaesthetics poorly in that straight after recovery time, and then make sure you do rest. Look, self-care. That's what I'm getting for that after op. Yeah.
And that's what I felt with the recovery being a little bit slow. It's not pushing yourself either. It's looking after yourself to be allow your body to heal in that way. Penny just says thank you. And Jacinta saying thank you for her answer. Heather, good morning. Heather is just saying morning, ladies. Rihanna, hi, ladies. Do you see any more babies on my future? Maybe your wedding too. Oh, I get one thing at a time, honey. I get you're impatient and you want everything yesterday. You're my type of girl. Tomorrow's not soon enough. Yesterday was probably more the point with that.
Yeah. I was getting yes to both of those.
Yeah, I do too. I actually feel the baby will come before marriage with that, honey. So I wish you all the very best with that. Christine says, good morning, ladies. I'm grabbing them as I go through because if I touch the screen, it goes haywire. Anything you can see in my future that's Thai? I get changes.
I'm not getting anything, so I'll just draw a card.
Okay. Trust your intuition.
Oh, hang on. I'll just do the solo so it's bigger. Yeah. And try not to get that flaring. I still haven't experimented with that yet. So that's yeah, trusting your intuition, definitely. So I think that is more trusting self, going with the gut feeling, and looking more inner, not outside of yourself. Not so much the answers, but for things that make you happy as well. You know, it's your choice as to which way you're actually deciding to act instead of react as well. So using your gut feeling with that.
Yeah, so I feel there's changes coming there too, hun. So, Ty, I want to say, trust your intuition. Look at those things put in front of you, and when it feels right, go with it. So wish you all the very best with that. Rihanna says, thank you, ladies. Chantel King says, hello, Leanne and Ross. Hi, honey. Hope you're well. Gloria's just saying thank you. Jenny says, do you see any more money coming my way? Manifest it, honey. I just see what you need, see what it is that you need, put it out to the universe, and allow the universe to provide with that. I'm going to say yes, there's another small amount coming your way soon. I'm going to say I get the number 6. I don't know if I'm with the 6th of the month or 6 months' time, but I do feel the 6 is around that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling too that there might be change in how you're earning your money.
Yeah.
As well, whether there's something that you've been considering along that line that brings in more too.
Yeah, cool. Heather's just wanting to know if we see a change, as in a move back to New South Wales for her.
Yeah.
Yep. So you feel yes, I got yes with
that. Yes, I am. And there's some trees involved.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a tree line, so.
Oh, beautiful. So a nice green area sort of thing, that side of it. Courtney, we're not skipping your question. I just can't open up all the questions and they move quickly on my screen. So if you don't get an answer, just keep putting your question up there. And that way you've got more chance of being seen. So I do apologise. I'm not skipping your question.
So those are coming up on your page, aren't they? I seem to have... because where I posted this was on the Hypnosis Plus with Roz, as far as the original post, for those that want to skip over there to have them brought up on screen with us. And there is also the link to be a guest if you have the headphones with a webcam and a mic, that's got it. Most webcams have a mic attached or the headset. If anyone is interested in doing that, do hop over to the Hypnosis Plus with Roz and click in that link that's in the comments of our live show.
Yeah. So those
just thought I'd mention that the link's there.
Yeah, that's it. So those that are seeing it on Leanne Winston Psychic Medium on my business page, you are actually coming through the cross post, which Roz doesn't see on the back end of the dashboard in there. So I'm looking sideways at the second screen at your comments. It's just a glitch that the cross-posting has in it, unfortunately, but you can, like Roz says, drop over to Hypnosis Plus with Roz page, comment there, and you will get, and don't forget to hit the like button on Roz's page while you're there, and that way your comments will come up on the screen so everybody will see it. Okay, Alicia, I do get these positive things coming your way, honey, with your future. With that side of it, Heather's just giving us a little giggle. Mandy, Manda, I did see your comment. You're on the phone, honey. We did answer your question before.
Yeah.
So,
and I've got one who's come over or popped on.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Hey, Robin. Yeah. Actually, I did see her comment before, but
so it's actually showing up in the Hypnosis Plus now. So I thought I'd pop it up because now I'm not sure which ones they are. I'm trying on my mobile phone to get into your page, and it just told me an error and it won't play the video on it.
Oh.
And now I can't get into your page on my mobile, so I'll forget about actually hooking into the mobile. Too bad.
Technology.
Yeah, isn't technology wonderful?
It
so
is.
I'm going to close all of that, not bother with the
phone. We had a question from Robin. Baby next year, girl or boy? Oh, Mom. Oh, Robin's on her phone. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Do you want to have
a go? Girl or boy in what month? Sensing a boy next year. Feeling like August, September for me.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm gonna back that up because I got a boy late in the year. Giving birth late in the year.
There you go.
Exciting.
So, yes, as I'm 2 weeks off due date for my 5th grandchild.
Oh my goodness!
It does get exciting.
Yeah, it does. Now, Courtney's just, I caught her her comment. Sorry, I wasn't sure if they were coming up. I thought I might have been having internet issues. No, honey, it's all right.
Oh, technology's wonderful.
It is. Yes. I'm just seeing 4 or 5 questions at a time, and I can't seem to open up the bigger picture. I'm playing with a pen, sorry, I'm dropping. Ty, honey, we have done your question. We answered it before, so you may need to go back and watch the replay of this as well. And guys, let us know where you're from, because it's interesting to find out where you're from with that.
Yeah, and I like Robin's answered back, said August. That's rather good. And it just shows how much we are actually able to know our own answers too.
Yeah, that's really. I love, Robin, that you're playing with your pendulum. That's beautiful. Yes. Robin's on the Beautiful Souls that I caught up with in Port Lincoln the other weekend.
Oh, wonderful. So,
yeah.
Good.
Well, Cindy wants to know, can hypnosis help health-wise?
Yes, it can. Not everything is able to be helped by hypnosis, but it is. It's one of those, I suppose you could call it an oxymoron, really, because our thoughts do actually control our bodies more than we actually are aware of. So that's where hypnosis will kick in and do an amazing amount of good for us if we allow it. Now, and there's also the other side of it, which is what our soul plan is, that regardless of how you decide to think of things in the now, there still is that basis of what we've agreed to come into this life to do. So you have that as a balance, and you're continually going to find out with various techniques that we are led to take part in and learn for ourselves. Like doing the hypnosis, there is an amazing strength in how good that actually does help. You do hear of people going in for quit smoke and they go straight out and light up a smoke because initially they didn't actually want to quit smoking in the first place. They were just testing it out and wanting some other person to take responsibility of that for them. So it's all part of the course in how ready, how much you want, and how your thoughts are around how you're living.
Yeah.
And what your health is.
Yeah, that's it. Cindy's just saying, hun, that she's having a lot of back trouble with her disc.
Yeah. See, that is something that can be, the pain levels can certainly be helped. It can be, there have been cases where it can be the actual physical realignment of the bones and structures around that that can be helped with hypnosis. I haven't tried that myself. I know that I've helped someone get pregnant, be able to have the pregnancy hold in an IVF program. So there is certain areas that the physical can be helped, can be changed, can be aligned. It's just seeing if that's going to be a method that works for you. There is no guarantees in anything, though. So I mean, it's having the open mind and believing. And sometimes even if you don't believe, it still works. So,
She's
try it
saying
out.
That Cindy's just saying that the doctors just want to keep prescribing medication. It's not a pathway she wants to take. Honey, I suffer with bulging discs and nerve damage and sciatica in my lower back, and I quite often try to use my meditation, clearing my mind, breathing in the healthy cells, the happy energy into that area, and try to balance it. Meditation and the mind is an incredible thing. I should be on, I think last I counted, there was 11 different prescriptions the doctor has given me for medication. I don't like to take them, so I quite often will use my my mind that way to sort of deal with my pain in that sense, in that way. So Amanda's just asked me how to watch the playback. Honey, you'll just have to do that when we finish live around 11:30. Then you'll be able to catch the replay, the playback of the video as well. Also, Courtney was just asking if I'll try to keep her question in my mind as it's gone off the screen while we were talking to Cindy, if there's any more babies for her. And I got yes to that.
For Courtney, yes. Yeah. I'm actually seeing 2, but whether that's a date or whether that's the number, you'll find out. So,
Cindy, you're very welcome. So are you, Amanda, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a question on the screen.
I've got another one that's popped up. So, hello, ladies, and from Adnell. Anything for love and employment for her? So, do you get anything initially?
Okay. Sorry, Ty's comment just caught my eye. Yes, honey, Mum is still watching over you. Okay, ladies, do you say, oh my God, it's too long, employment. Okay, I got a very heavy chest with you. So to me, it's the feeling you need to let the walls down around your heart to allow love to flow in that sense. I do feel you are a little bit guarded at times as well with that, but I do feel moving forward there is that strong bond, that right person being put in front of you. Now, employment, I get the frustration around it. So whether you've got different qualifications and you can't find work, or there's different things that you want to do but don't have the qualifications. I just look at the frustration with the qualifications to different areas that you want to do with that side of it. I feel like I want to say starting the new year fresh and bringing in a lot of changes in a positive way for you, honey, with that. Courtney, you're very welcome, hon. So Lisa just wants to... Oh, go on, huh?
I was just going to finish. I just pulled that just at the end of when you were talking with Ednelg. It's a hard one to pronounce. I'm sorry if I've got it wrong because that sort of stuff I'm not that good at. With the loved one, it was just something I felt I needed to pull just at the end. Be careful of that emotional withdrawal. That seems to me to be something that you don't pull back too far too fast. But there's nothing wrong with boundaries.
Yeah.
But be careful of that being too far. That's just what I was getting. So just to round off what you were saying there, Leanne, I wasn't getting anything on the employment front. I think you. Yes.
Yeah. Courtney's just saying thank you so much. Lisa, honey, if you can ask more of a direct question rather than such a general question, we'd love to help you with that. Ty is saying my aspiration is to be a police officer. Can you see this happening?
Yeah.
I was getting yes too.
And you're going to be a very good one too.
Yeah, very dedicated. So I just get the reference to it's about taking that first step. The rest will fall into place. So I've got the feeling there's something you need to be doing now towards that. So whether it's the now taking registrations or they're looking at next year's entries, I just get now is the time to look at that side of it.
I'm feeling a lot of strength. I mean, the picture in my mind is sort of like that. So whether there's a bit of fitness needing to be beefed up or something like that as well, with strength, or whether it's strength of will, continue onward.
Yep.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. Beautiful. So Chantel's just asking, any more babies? When? And boy or girl? Thank you.
There's a lot of baby ones, isn't there? Sorry to interrupt.
It's breeding season. I love that.
Oh, bonking season. Oh, sorry. Did I say that?
I'm going to lose it, aren't I? Chantal, I do see a girl for you, honey. When? Okay, pregnancy. I'm drawn to April, May next year.
Yeah, which I was getting the 5.
Yeah. So beautiful. So Roz,
and have fun.
Yeah,
have fun.
Make it about the connection. We are not going to that story, but I will say, make it about that connection between you and your partner.
Yes.
Have fun with it, not about pregnancy. And that's the thing. I think so many of us get hung up on wanting to get pregnant, and believe me, I have been there. I've struggled with fertility twice, with both my children. But we do, and I know I did it back then. If I'd known the tools or had the tools that I have now, I think things might have been a bit easier. But we focus on the need to get pregnant, the want, that urge that comes from deep within us, because we know we're meant to be mothers. And then we get hung up each month when it doesn't happen and stuff like that. So we forget to go back to what it's about, that connection with our partner, that coming together, the celebration of, love. And what comes from that is that bonus. Okay, so make it about having fun. Yeah.
And I just noted.
I him out back then.
Well, I've had 4. It'd be interesting on the replay. Not that I watch the replay all the time, but I just noticed, I think I was on solo for a lot of that. So wonderful to hear your voice. I hope I wasn't on there for that long, where it was just me pinned.
Okay.
Someone commented to me, it could have been my daughter or it could have been someone else, I don't know, but she said, your show, you could just call it the blooper show, because just I think she probably used an F word. You stuff up so much and you make it. So doesn't matter. We're human. So for anyone that, it's my mistake. I'm the one in control here with the back end of it. I've done it again.
I haven't skipped over your comment. I've just missed it because, like I said, I get about 3 comments on my page and they move quite quickly. So please keep putting your comments up there if you haven't got the answer as yet.
Yeah.
So
and if you want it on, and just to remind, if you want it on this screen to go with the recording, hop over to Hypnosis Plus with Roz, click the link and comment in there. My fault.
And guys, please, those on my page, please jump over to Roz's page and like her page. We do this every week. And on a Tuesday morning, Roz is in control of the dashboard. So, if you're on her page and you're joining in, it's just that it's cross-posted to mine and we can't see the comments through Be Live that we're running this through.
Yeah. And also to click is it a bell? The notifications function, because then you'll get the notice that it's actually going live too at the time. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. So
that's it. So
all those reminders. Yeah, it helps me. I get the reminder.
Exactly.
Yes.
So please do jump over to Roz's page, Hypnotherapy with Hypnotherapy Plus with Roz Betts.
Hypnosis Plus with
Hypnosis.
Ross.
Sorry, I said hypnotherapy before.
The link is, look, when you actually hit the live, when we were going live, there is the Hypnosis Plus with Roz somewhere there, or in the description of what was posted. Right. So, connect with Leanne on the Sparks page, isn't it? You've got that new page,
that's right.
and mine is just under that. That's the Hypnosis Plus. That's another way of getting to it as well. We do have a lot of options, and sometimes I lose the lot. Now where am I meant to do that? So, and sometimes when I actually do the posting correctly, it will be in mytimetv.live too. Just hunt.
Heather just
type
says,
Leanne, you'll find it.
Heather just says, laugh out loud, but that's what makes it feel so genuine, because you are both so beautiful humans with love hearts. Oh, thank you, honey. That's beautiful.
You. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That is
Mary
nice.
Jane says, I know I am. I've got red cheeks as well. I've put up makeup until after my appointment this morning. Marianne says, is there anything in regards to my 2 children? Okay, I get, Marianne, that one of your children is quite grounded, but the other is very different in ways. So I want to say more up in their head in that side of it. I do feel they're very strong-willed children, and they know what they want and they go after it. But that determination is what will get them what they need in life. Okay.
Yeah.
I do feel the energy has been a little bit unsettled lately, but that will soon settle as well. More than likely, it's to do with the universal energy.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. 2 cards that just doesn't seem to be in it, but I feel that when you were saying with 2 children, wasn't it? One, all I was getting was rebellious as far as a word. I'm thinking, really? I was a rebellious teenager.
Not you, Roz. No.
Yeah. Is that too close? So I felt I needed to actually pull 2, and they are reflecting badly, aren't they?
Yeah, just turn them back a little bit. Back towards you. Like tilt the tops back. That's better.
Yes. So I'm feeling memories of love is just and it's not just so much the fertility turning up. It's not so much the fertility as in being pregnant and producing babies and stuff like that. The memories of love for me is just coming across there as being because I know Mum and Dad had a hard time, and it's fitting in more so with the rebelliousness, that the memories of how it felt of that childhood love, mother for baby, father for baby, and the stages that we all grow through. It is those memories that we are needing sometimes to really hook into, because your kids can be such little shits at times, and especially as they grow into the teenagers, and you start to wonder, far out, what are they doing when they go out for the first few times? And then they're doing some other stuff that you're sort of wondering about, and then some other stuff that you're wondering about. Hold on to those memories of love, because all you can do as a parent when it gets to that point in their lives is love them and continue on with that love. And it's trust. And if things do go ass up, well, where there are difficult situations, you do still love them through it, and trust you still have that connection to be able to help them through it in whatever way that you can with that love. So
and I think
what I'm getting with that.
It's beautiful. And I just want to add to that, Roz, I think as a parent, it's trusting in that you have embedded those right morals with your children. And when they do stuff up, it's a learning curve. How else do we learn? We're all human. Sort of thing. So providing we learn from those mistakes, we're moving forward. You've got to make mistakes to learn.
I'm just going to say hello to Cassie. Very good friend of mine. Love you.
I love the party.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. So anyway, Ros, I only have about another 10 minutes before I've got to love and leave everybody.
Yeah, you did say you are going to need to be early. So that's fine.
I've got to go to Adelaide for an appointment at 12:30, but I'm thinking roadworks going down towards Marion the last couple of times has been hectic. Roadworks. So Heather's just saying exactly
short.
No, well, that's what I'm thinking. If I allow myself an hour and 10, I should be right. My computer's telling me it's 11:11 for those 11 people out there.
It is. It's exactly that right now. And I've got something knocking on my phone. I don't know whether that's because it's 11:11.
For those who don't understand, the 11:11 is a spiritual number, and that means
11:11.
Yeah. Beautiful. And it means
can't probably see that. No, it's there.
The reflection a little bit. So, but good. So, what do you got coming up this week, Ros, for you?
Well, at the moment, my focus is more on settling and, I have actually got settlement happening for the purchase of where I'm living. So I'm hopeful that that's going to be a completed process on Friday. So that's where the focus is for now. And in that process too, still unpacking boxes or organising a shed or the rooms, because you should see the crazy house. And the aim is to make it as comfortable for living as well as working from home and making it so that, that transition between a work to living at home type thing. I mean, the gist of how that can be.
Yeah.
And making it my home rather than just what mum and dad used to be in. So, that is for this week really more the focus and enjoying memories as I do it, because there are things that do crop up as you're trying to sort stuff.
Yeah.
Even my own stuff, with the past of what I have in my past, as you're getting rid of things, the sentimental. You can't keep everything. Especially when you downsize. No. Why not?
That's it. Yeah. Ros, To's just asking, is Ros going to stay around and do more readings once I leave?
Look, I'll do a few, Yeah, I can do that. I mean, I'll probably more on cards if they're showing up in my feed. Yeah. Needs to be Hypnosis Plus with Ros, please.
That's it. Guys, if you want to stay on with Ros, please jump over. It will still keep cross-posting to my page until Ros ends the session, but she just won't be able to see your comments unless you jump over to her Hypnosis Plus with Ros. The link is on my cross-post, this page that you are commenting on above. So hit the one that says Ros and it will take you over to her page. Hit the like button and that way you will see Ros's page every time she goes live as well, and things that she's posting. Cindy just wants to know, how can we book a reading? Cindy, honey, if you're wanting to book with me, just go to my website, leannewinstonpsychicmedium.com. Otherwise, I think there is a book now button here on Facebook on the side of the page. For Ros, how can they book with you, hun?
Yeah, that's actually in the Hypnosis Plus with Ros. I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping it works now, but as you're looking at the page, there's a tab that's just under the cover photo, where you've got that longer one. It should be on that tab. The thing with that, sometimes when I test it myself, it only comes back as me. Yeah, I haven't quite got the name back. So try it out, otherwise ring. My phone number is there, and I can always
otherwise you can inbox Ros as well. I'm sure she will do that if you inbox her through her page. Thank you, Heather. She just says, have a blessed day, ladies. Thank you, honey. You too. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you with Ros and have some fun with some cards. Unfortunately, I do have to run in a second. But I just want to say, guys, if you're in the Border Town area, I am there doing live readings Thursday afternoon and Friday morning this week. I have had a couple of cancellations, so I think I've got 2 half-hour appointments available. But then I go on to Mount Gambier and we'll be at the Mystical Psychic Expo in Mount Gambier. I can't tell you the address off the top of my head, but that is Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, and I have
Wonderful.
no idea. So thank you, Leanne. Have a good, safe drive.
Thank you.
I will. See you next week.
Talk to you soon. And I look forward to seeing everybody next week.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Right, and hello to those who've popped over. Hi, Cindy. I've just got your message there, so thank you for popping over. The card that I've pulled for you, there you go. When it comes up with the chakra card, you end up getting 2, because that's what I've got for you. So your solar plexus card. Now, I'm hoping that I get these okay. I'll put the comment down now. So for Cindy, these are your 2 cards. The first one that I pulled up was the solar plexus chakra card. So I'm hoping that, tilt the wrong way. Oh, gee, this is a practice and a half, isn't it? Have I got it right? Because I'm trying to pick between the cards like that. Solar plexus is around the reproduction and the nurturing and looking after self and others. And it's not so much, it is a bit to do with your gut feeling, but because it's closer towards the earth and the connection with your base chakra, it's that part in between. It's actually more to do with, put the wrong one down. I was going to focus on that one. It is more to do with that feeling of creativity and what nurturing and the creative sexual urges, libido, and all of that is. It's a bit more earth grounded in the physical, but it still does involve that is for nurturing and all of that. So I'm just getting there. If you can focus on what you actually see in that card as that first impression, is what I like to get people to do. So it's a matter of choices, the temptation to choose one over another and having that balance right. It's a very interesting card. My eye is going pretty much straight for that. Is it a silver ball? It's actually more for the light, like a moon in the background there. I'm finding it very hard to get that to not flare. So it's almost, the monkey over your shoulder and where your focus is. So look at what's around you in what you've got coming forward, and be aware that there is always choices, and you don't have to just look forward to what you've got straight in front of you. Look at the options around you. And there is choice in whether you're going to listen to that monkey on your shoulder or look towards the light, see what there is as other options. Always look and balance what are the other options and choose with that solar plexus energy is what I'm getting for you. So hopefully that was helpful. And now I've got some more. This is the thing that when you're doing it by yourself, it is a bit harder to actually keep up with the comments that are there. So, and I'll just pop some up as we go. So Cindy, thank you to Leanne. She's a very special lady. And a card for you, Ty. I'll just do a quick one here. I may not be able to explain in depth for all of what cards are pulled in this last 10 minutes, but I'll give it a good bash. Oh, there you go. There's a base chakra, another one that has the 2. So you've got the 2 cards. You're looking at your base energy there, Ty. And we've got, if I put it around the right way, not the back. So you've actually got transformation. Now, the base energy is what is your survival, what is connected to Mother Earth. It's the one that's the nearest to, at the lowest of the spine connection with the chakras. So, and it's a good red, earthy colour because it is that red colour. And the transformation is on the start of a new path in the journey. I'm seeing that what you've got in the background there, I put the wrong one down again. Bloopers, tell them they. Tilt back, that's right. It almost, where your eyes go is what's more important than where mine do. But what I am getting is that visual of what's behind her seems to me to be like the wings. I'm assuming that is. I haven't looked at the card closely, but it is that transformation of another part of what is your path and your journey is starting, and it's from the base up. It is grounding very well for you, and to move forward with that grounding and follow your path with your own intuition. It almost looks like she is holding her hand over the tummy area, which indicates, it feels to me, we do tend to hold our hand when we're wanting to really confirm something at our solar plexus, not solar plexus, it is sacral, solar plexus, the one in the middle, the gut feeling. We tend to hold that when we want to confirm something, when we want something to be really solid. So Cindy saying hi. Yeah, well, we've done that one, I know. Lauren, hi Ros, just asked Universe for a sign when I turn on Facebook, and there was this live. I love synchronicity. You please see if there's anything that suggests if I should go back to a business that was previous in. A lot of craziness. Well, let me just now. The cards flew everywhere there, Lauren. So yes, a lot of craziness. As I was reading that, they're just not holding a good shape. My gut instinct on that one is no, just because do you really want to go back to that craziness? Let's see what card there is. And it is pulling up as solitude. I think you probably do know within yourself even now that there's more to it than just going into a craziness and spending that time where you are being a bit introspective and looking within and looking at what changes are potentially around you for other options, not just going back into where you once were. If you can understand that and trust what your own instincts are around that, that tower thing at the back of your head there, like at the back of the head, which way am I going? That one. It just feels like a nice, it is almost like that funnel connection with what spirit is, just in the way that that card's lining up with that. So access that for where your connection is and trust it. Okay. Mary Jane, I'm hoping I can get through nearly all of these. So here's just a quick one. Whoops. Nearly had them all fly out of my hand too. So the card for you, Mary Jane, is, and I'll lower that, spiritual union. So there's some energy around you that is connecting in a relationship. It does feel like it is a relationship concerning a love relationship, a partnership with someone that you know and love, want it to be strengthened. I'm feeling that it probably is something that will be further into something like the physical, as in that type of a union, as well as a spiritual union. But what the emphasis is, I'm feeling that connection where the two up there. Oh, yeah, anyway, you can see it. I don't know what it is. It's a leaf. I'll try and get it closer. So if that means something to you, it's where my eye is actually pointing to. And you do actually have that connection with others who are bringing you together with this person who is really special. So follow that path. Trust your instincts around it. I encourage everybody to trust their own instincts, their own intuition around everything that is read for them and picked for them. So it's, I've done that one time. Oh, me too. Here you go, Kathy. Whoops, and they're jumping around a bit too. So here we go. The next card is for Kathy. And that is, oh goodness, interesting. A beautiful card. I love the artwork in this. It's superb. 3 is one of my wonderful favourite numbers, and that is because I was born on the 3rd. I've got to be a bit of bias there. I have a bit of bias there. Anyway, I'll stop jumping the card around. You know me, Kathy. So what I'm sensing with this is, fantastic creative ideas, things that you're wanting to do. And I know that you're wanting to do. You really are being driven. You're almost, being driven. Have some patience with some of them, because fertility does give the idea, the impression of, a pregnancy. So there is time that is taken with that as well. So with some of your ideas, they're not there to be rushed into, but nurtured into a full fruition of a birth of them in their right time. So there's something in particular that you have as an idea already that you're wanting to follow through. Take that idea and do follow through with it. Nurture it as if it is a pregnancy. That okay, Kathy? So now I'll go to the next one, and that is Amanda. And here we go. Takes a little bit to shuffle because, funny, I like to shuffle them 3 times, and I had a heap go on the floor. Hang on a sec. So, Manda, is your life a bit crazy at the moment and things flying around everywhere as if they're out of control? There you go. That could be why. You're being given the card for movement, choices and decisions. So I think it's probably, I'm feeling that there is the need to focus on one of those. Now, these being the colours, they almost are in the row. Well, they're not in order of the colours of the rainbow, but it certainly is some of the colours from the chakras. So it's the focus that you're needing to make on something, not just allowing everything to fly everywhere. So just pick one at a time and move with that, follow that through and focus. That's about it from that one, actually. It is that simple. Whether you've been having a hard time being able to focus, you can. So do that. Well, that's okay. I've got a thank you from Cindy, so thank you. Yeah, there is many times, and even the same as Manda, as far as being able to choose, it can make life very confusing. It can unsettle us, and that's what our energy does, is further unsettling down the line with other things. Take the breaths and being able to just let it out. And that's a refocus space, a time to learn from what you're feeling confused about, and a refocus space. It's breathing. It can be meditation. Don't put yourself under any guilt by having to, like, feeling like you have to meditate every day or anything. It's those moments of sitting and breathing. Just let the thought come into the head and then let it pass, saying thank you. That sorted it in a way. So, yeah. Heather, I'll do yours. Whoops, because I know I'm going to run out of time. And one of the things with this deck, I'm using the Psychic Tarot deck this morning. It is a bit bigger for my hands and not quite as easy to shuffle as my Gilded Tarot. But this one is for you, Heather. And when we see you moving back, I do see it as next year as far as the when. It's looking to me, there's the card focus. Which area of that card do you feel drawn to first? And I'm still tilting it the wrong way. Seeing the clouds behind you. So I think there's some things that need to be let go from behind you as far as what's gone in the past to be able to move on. So I think that also includes with your moving, that it's feeling a similar connection as far as sorting your stuff and being able to let go. And it is a sacrifice of self to be able to let go some of those things, but also some of how you think and feel about leaving things behind, about moving forward into something new. And it's always unknown, even though we feel that we have a direction. There's always an element of unknown in our future. And this next one is for whoever's next that I've dropped. And that's really dropped. There we go. So, there, Bell Arena. So there we go. The first one is the heart chakra. And I'll just get the next one that goes with that. So there's the cards. You have partnerships and alliances, and that is in the, as you notice these cards, I'll drop that down. As you may notice, these cards with the borders, oh, wrong card, which one am I on? That one? This one I want to keep. They do have the different colours around the edges in each of the suits. So rather than being like the tarot, now the heart chakra is the centre of what is the more earthly, earthbound type connections with our chakras to what is the more spiritual and cosmic, I call it cosmic connections, but it's our soul connection through to our earth and into this body, because we need to be grounded here in this body to experience what we need to for our soul. So that's what the heart chakra is about to me. And in this instant, put the wrong one down again. So there is partnerships and alliances, and so I'm feeling that there is a more connected, and it's not the physical connection type of partnership. It is more not even business, but it's ideas, creativity, and those things that blossom into further areas. So I'm hoping that that is helpful. And now I can't remember. That was Belle, wasn't it? That I drew these cards for. So it really feels strong, and it's across borders and boundaries, and you can create it in whatever way that you need to. So just one more look at that, and pause the replay if you need to look at the detail in the cards, for any of you actually doing it that way. And Amanda, you've responded, we have one business. Will it continue to be successful, and will we be opening another, please? I'm feeling that you will have a little struggle with the opening of, I'm feeling there is some success, yes, in the business, but there is going to be a little struggle in moving it into opening another one. But it does feel to me that it's going to be successful, but there is going to be some hard work and some ups and downs in that process. So it's a bit like the patience of, like a pregnancy almost, and treat it as that, nurturing it along, making sure, I'm feeling that the making sure that you've got enough working capital to make that move into another business. And that feels like that's an area that needs a little bit more detail behind it and planning, and it will be successful. Okay. And there you go. Oh, thank you, Kathy. So there, totally understand that. So beautiful. Thank you for your responses back. I do like to read that, it's not something that's airy-fairy. What messages we do get really are spot on, but the most important one interpreting is you, okay? So do remember that and trust your own self, your own intuition. So here's the one for you, Emma. Oh, goodness. Now, a little disclaimer, I do know Emma. So, and it's great to see you on here. And this is, I'll let you interpret this one for yourself. I feel that, yeah, I am actually almost sensing that there might be another one. Now, I'm another baby. So, and I'm sort of thinking, well, welcome with open arms. It might be someone else in your family. Okay, so it's something that trust your own intuition around that one is what I'll say. I'm feeling that beautiful, loving energy in my heart. My eye is focused on that heart center. On the heart, that thing, the green center of the heart chakra. That can be a pink color as well if you're seeing pink around you, and what else is around you and how things are happening for you as well. So fertility too can be productivity in other areas, not just pregnancy. It's just feeling a bit like it could be that. So probably a bit of forewarning around choices and all that's involved with that. So hopefully that's helpful for you, Emma. So good. And thank you, Amanda. That's good to have the feedback. Thank you. Now, I think that's funny, Kathy. The fertility card has come up several times today, and like any card, it's not always the physical and obvious. Sometimes it is what you need to be focusing inward and on your own interpretation. And I just know, the pregnancy with ideas, pregnant pauses, all of that. So bye for now then, Kathy. Yes, I'm just catching up with some of these comments because I know it's just gone past time. And thank you for the feedback there, Bill. And I'm going to do one more card if there's another comment there. So perhaps my cards were either my partner and I the only few days we've had, or my best mate. Look, it's as to who it's sometimes directed to. That's why I do suggest you feel that intuition for yourself. And it's also that it's not always in this instant that some of what is being interpreted or given to you as messages is for that instant moment. It could be for the future, and you might not know it until then when it happens. So, it's the guidance is sometimes warning, sometimes just alerting us to things that might be, and it can always change. And that's where our choices do come into it. So being forewarned is forearmed is a good saying that, it's gone around for centuries. Sometimes just knowing that little bit of information could help you understand so that you're not reacting and you can act and have that vision for, oh, well, I didn't believe in myself, I can do that. It's something, it just changes something in the mind too, for a mindset change or a perspective. Just trust what you feel about what you're receiving. Okay. So that is the last of those who are with me. So thank you so much for being on and trusting to have the cards read for you and joining in with the joint chat that Leanne and I have every week. I love doing it, and it's wonderful to see faces here. And, faces. Well, I do. I see the little icons as we bring up the readings and the rest. So it is lovely to see the comments and the faces and that you've joined in. So share with anybody the replay if you feel it's something that they need to see as well, or connecting with myself or with Leanne to have further readings and guidance if that's what you're led to do as well. And I've got one comment that's just showing up here. I've been told I'm clear audio. How do you suggest I work on this as I can't hear yet? It is one of those, when I first started realizing, look, this stuff isn't just me imagining things. It is messages that I'm getting, and trusting that the messages that I was getting are true, are real. And for me, the senses can be, I don't know what that did. I've got a PC in the background. It just decided to turn itself off. It's trusting that what you're getting is real, and knowing with your gut feeling, with that intuition, wherever you hold that in your body. My senses seem to be more that I visualize behind the eyes, in the head, like it seems to be more visual. I don't always hear, but the hearing itself isn't always like somebody talking to me, but it's words I'm hearing or sensing. Like there's a whole mix between clairaudio, clairsentient, clairvoyant, there's others. And I can't think of them off the top of my head. The way that I was practicing when I was doing some certification around psychic mediumship with Lisa Williams and Nicole McHenry, Leanne was part of that as well. I was doing further study. So that's one of the steps you could do around getting practiced with it and working on it, or just even sitting in your own breath space, connecting with your soul, and just letting whatever you experience in that space to come to you. And if it is that you actually start to hear that clairaudience, clear audio as words in your ears, then allow it and try to understand it. It might not be that you can understand it to start with. It could be different language. It could be just sounds to start with. And that's a way of practicing, just allowing your intuition to bring in that spiritual connection, that guidance. You can ask your spirit guides to connect with you, or you can ask for you to connect with them. It's all, and there is teachers around to teach that. I haven't gone into doing the courses myself yet. I still feel too much of a learner, but sometimes when you're a learner, which we all are, sometimes it's good to teach it to be able to learn as well. If you know, it's that connection of so much, or that, or whichever way you want to describe it. Go with your intuition in where you need to be sitting with it and learning. We can be our own best teachers too, and just having that connection on a one-to-one with spirit and receive, be open to receiving. So, yep. So hopefully that helps you out. So it's been a wonderful session. Thank you very much to everybody. Share the word, share the link, whichever way you feel led to be able to have that connection with others, with us. And we'll see you next week about the same time at 10:30, technology being what it is. So we'll see you then. Bye for now.